So I've gone to the house ahead of everybody.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and now, for the purposes of this, I'll say that everybody ran up and caught up with Paradin to make things easier on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
At which point the mouse is spooked and runs. However,
we don't want to wait for first scream.
For first scream?
What?
So, let's see here. So starting on the first floor. Let's see
All
here.
black.
Is going to be Paradin.
First floor here being the
Theory.
ground floor.
Yes.
American style.
Yep. Ivar.
I would already be in there, right?
And Thunder. Excuse you.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Right. Because this is technically the porch area. So this is kind of where I'm essentially saying that you're meeting the
Oh, okay. I came back outside.
Yep. Okay, so let's see here. That's Paradin's sheet. I can close that now. Untitled Chapter 2, Trollskull Manor. Here we go. Right. So 4 stories tall, and boasting balconies, a turret, and 5 chimneys. The abandoned building is one of the grandest in Trollskull Alley. That is what you, as I gave you guys before, you guys did indeed see the image that I showed you. As you enter the first room here, so you guys can move in, this appears to what looks to be a tavern, interestingly, or what used to be a tavern anyway. It is currently filled with broken furniture, tarnished silverware, casks of wine that have probably turned to vinegar at this point, and a lot of detritus.
Yes.
Detritus.
Detritus. Excuse me. English. It's hard. As far as you can tell, the rest of the rooms seem to be empty, except for cobwebs, dust, and a lot of harmless rats.
I'm gonna tell Ivar, I don't think the house is dangerous. Just a bunch of rats going around. No sign of ghostly apparitions or anything like that.
I'm actually disappointed.
I can't say I feel different. What are the others? Oh, Thunder's here.
Okay. So sorry, cast light in your shield. Okay, perfect.
Did Thunder find a corner to just be in?
I just find a corner to
Give me 1 second here. I forgot to enable advanced
Just
fog of
gonna stay
war.
there.
I am turning
is
off
the-
global
this is the
illumination, so
entrance.
people, you are going to be blind here for a second.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep. Torin, did I not drop you in here? I did not drop you in
I'm
here.
not
I
blind.
don't see anything, so I assume that I'm just
Yeah, I did not drop you in here. Hold on a minute.
that is a
Torin,
reasonable
there you go.
response to try to cast light when you see a black square.
Awesome.
Let me also.
But actually,
try
you didn't
and
exist.
access your character sheet, even though I.
That brief fear you have when you're in pitch blackness and you wonder, am I real anymore? You weren't.
You weren't.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta refresh my page here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't access things that I'm supposed to be able to access because Roll20 hates me, evidently.
Is it really that buggy?
It can be, yes.
Huh.
It absolutely can be. Come on.
We're definitely
fast.
using
In the
more of
meantime-
its features than I've seen before.
All right, and everybody's on Trollskull Manor.
I think in my past experiences of Roll20, we haven't asked that much of it.
Yeah, well, this is a full campaign with a whole bunch of stuff in
Yeah.
it, so. Let's see here. Chapter 2, intro to Chapter 2, Trollskull Manor.
I'm gonna shout to the team, hey folks, I found something here. It's a hatch, or what are they called? Out of character. These things.
Trapdoor?
It's a trapdoor. Do you think that's where the ghosts come from?
Okay, let me see here.
It is ghost door. What are you trying to figure out?
Okay. Why is there? Oh, geez, I have to pull up the monster manual. Okay.
That's,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
This is
Everybody
the
roll
end.
initiative. Trapdoor is a mimic.
It's a mimic. The entire house is a mimic. We're already in its stomach.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
What?
The rat was an enemy.
Yeah, this is
Hold on.
anatomy or control. We're already inside of a living organism.
What are we-
Vor.
Right. At this point,
Oh no.
I need.
Of course.
Let's see here. There it
Everybody
is.
to roll initiative. All of that.
I need. Let's see here. Who came in first? That would be Paradin, right? You've been
Uh-oh.
kind of scatting around. Paradin, I need you to make a strength check for me.
Okay. I'm very good at that. That wasn't very good, but
Okay, and let me pull up the character sheet.
Oh, look at the pretty houses.
This is versus a what?
0.
Charisma. Okay.
Bad check.
Okay. Suddenly, one of the broken stools that you guys that you walked by lifts into the air and is thrown towards Paradin. Unfortunately, you are unable to get out of the way in time, and you are within range of it.
I'm gonna take damage, ain't I?
You take
5 damage.
Knocked prone, knocked prone, knocked prone.
I'm already solo to the ground. Oh, I'm good
one
today.
a6. Whoops.
What is? Wait. What is?
There we go.
It's still.
You take
oh my God.
4 points of damage as the table, or the chair rather, the stool, is thrown at you and it slams into you from some unseen force.
I'm gonna grab the hatch and I'm gonna go in there.
Okay, so you go in down the
to
hatch.
That's an
Let me
interesting
double check
choice.
to make sure it's not locked.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Nothing to
I
worry
don't
about.
believe it is.
Nothing but hearsay.
You know, it'd be nice if I had more information than just this. It does not say that it is locked, so you managed to get your way down.
Okay, I'm safe from the stools.
Are any of you guys doing anything? Because you just saw a table or a stool rather fly across the room and slam into Paradin. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna tend to my wounds.
What was that? Well, that's
I
not a
told
great first impression.
I told you he's bait.
I can't hear this, can I?
Is it just me or is this house haunted?
I'm gonna use a charge of divine
All right.
sense, please.
Yes, finally. Okay, so
All right. Yep.
let me
I don't have any of these tools. I can't
goddamn
use
chair.
this.
give me 1 second here. Let me check the wording on divine sense. Oops. Torin. Thank you. Sense of strong presence. Within 60 feet of you. Any presence
that's an
you sense
interesting
is
spell.
not the identity. The same radius you can also detect the.
Does he detect anyone in the party?
So you detect 2 signatures, interestingly enough. One signature seems to be radiating from here, and the other, interestingly enough, is on Theory's person.
What?
What?
And they're both undead signatures.
I'm
The
not privy to
rumors
any
may
of
not
this.
be false. There's definitely something undead here. And I point out the spots that I am sensing them from. Theory, there
as
seems to be
soon-
one on you.
As soon as you point out that location, I need you to make a strength check on for me here.
Just straight strength check.
Yes. Straight strength check.
I'm not rolling well on these.
Okay. Yet another stool
Just so we're clear,
Launch towards you.
posting spoilers in chat will result in a ban.
You
Makes
take
sense.
8 points of damage as the chair is flung a lot further than the last one, and it hits much harder, it seems. So you take 8 points of bludgeoning
Oh
damage
my
as the stool slams into you.
I was the smartest of them all. Look
Uh,
at that, 2d6.
At which point, you also see something being written down on the floor. Right about here or so. You see the words. Let me just pull this up here. You see the words "last call" being written on the floor in common.
Come down here, everybody. There are no stools down here. I'm gonna shout.
What are you doing?
Wow, I can't wait.
Do
And
we
you-
want to go back
I'm-
outside or down the trapdoor?
I'm
There are
gonna
many
leap
other options.
over the bar and try to slide down through that trapdoor.
By the way, sorry, I just want to real quick double check. You did point out the signature that was coming from Theory?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to double check that. Sorry. All right, so what are you guys doing?
Well, Ivor was doing.
Yeah, I'm leaping over the bar and trying to slide down that trapdoor.
Okay. The door is currently open because he didn't close it behind him. So it's easy
Yeah.
enough to slide down into what looks like a cellar.
What in tarnation is going on up there?
The hell?
What are the rest of you doing?
Following him, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I will also slide.
Okay. Go ahead and make a let's do an acrobatics check if you're trying to slide here for this one.
You say words.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
6 acrobatics is amazing.
As you slide across, there is another chair that is lifted and thrown, this time over your head. And it slams against the wall, and you see once again writing on this time on the wall in the dust, closing time. So
This is
theory you make-
closing time?
yes, closing
You don't
time.
have to go home, but you can
There we go. I'm assuming you guys are all heading down there. So
stay
yeah.
here.
there we go.
I can take out a torch.
That's
If
probably
I currently
If-
have light running.
oh yeah, okay. So if Ivar were to ask, I
Yeah,
would.
because Ivar is usually blind without a light.
Yeah,
So
I,
once
I
you headed
can't
down there,
see
you were
anything.
completely in the dark.
What is going on up there? Can I get in here? Get the stool to the face? You guys are all right?
Marty,
Yes.
Torin, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
I'm so good at this.
Okay.
Wait, a 1?
You don't know very much about them, but you do know that there are some spirits that have the capability to interact with physical objects and usually tend to cause mischief.
Like a
whether
poltergeist.
whether it's malicious or not, it's hard to say. It is similar to, as far as you know, a poltergeist. Yeah, out of character, yes, it is a
Yeah,
poltergeist.
okay. Yeah, there is definitely something undead in that room. I've heard of creatures that can of undead spirits that might be able to interact with the physical realm, but I'm not sure what it is.
As you're talking, you can hear a couple of more tables and chairs and things being thrown around on occasion.
I have a favorite enemy undead. Can I make a intelligence check to try and figure out what it would be?
Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
It's with advantage though.
Yes, since it is your favorite enemy.
Mm-hmm. Undead. I hate undead.
Okay. You know very much that it is indeed a poltergeist. It's difficult to discern whether or not this thing is, or why this thing is so angry, but you can definitely tell that this thing seems to be tied to this tavern for one reason or another. But this thing seems angry, and it does not seem to like you being here.
That seems like a personal problem.
Torin, you're right though. What you say makes a lot of sense. I think this is a poltergeist. It's tied to this tavern and angry. We need to figure out what makes it tied to the tavern. Last call. Oh, we didn't say anything. I'm trying. I'm thinking off character here. Can by the way, Effie, did you put a torch down here or?
Oh, did you actually light up a torch?
No, because I think Torian has shield light on his shield.
He does. Yes, I need to go ahead and add that. One moment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to do that.
So as I was saying,
So
we need to figure out why the poltergeist is tied to this tavern. I think.
How long has it been here? You'd think it'd be out of chairs to throw by now.
I think it's out of people to throw chairs at.
Might also just be building the chairs back up. I mean, he's got all that free time.
Oh, we have
I've
Ghost Carpenter.
I've never known undead to be good with their hands like that.
Very talented.
Terrible creatures.
Aren't
there
just
anything
people
here in
that
the
are
cellar?
just what?
Is there
Undead
anything
on the-
here in the cellar?
Yeah, we're gonna need to make checks down here. I was gonna you guys haven't told me about the writing though, did you?
I don't know. Have you mentioned it to him?
No, we haven't said it out loud
Yeah,
specifically.
so-
It was definitely capable of throwing chairs and writing on the walls and floor in the dust, presumably, or was it writing with
Blood.
blood?
In the
What
dust.
did he write? What did he write?
It wrote last call for some reason.
Last call, as if like in
I
a
think it's trying
tavern?
to spook us like it's our last call.
Oh no, we're just rude. They're closed.
We're
They
closed?
were closed.
It's our building. Are we closed?
It's after
I'm
sundown.
pretty sure it meant that like last call. If it's a bar, that's what you say when you're closing up the bar.
Yeah, close out your tab.
Do you
This is
think
when
the
this is when I
innkeepers got-
disappear.
Do you think the innkeeper got killed?
I'm assuming it must be. Well, it might be the barkeep that got killed. That's why he's throwing chairs at unruly patrons.
I'll tell him, the unruly patrons. What did the note of what the paper you guys got to get this house for use? What did it say? Did it say anything about the previous owner?
There would have been a documentation about the previous owner. Yes. From what you would recall, it seems the previous owner of this place was a half elf by the name of Liff. He did
Liff.
maintain the tavern that was here, and from what notes were there, he had it for quite a long time before he passed on. At
So
which
what,
point
does it-
Folo bought the property.
Does anybody say this? Because I didn't see the papers.
Yeah, repeat all of that to you.
Maybe it's the ghost of this Liff half-elf that's going around. How many ghosts did you find? Did you feel anything? I'm gonna look at Torin.
I sense two presences, and one of them was centered on Theory.
Theory. Is Theory a ghost? I'm gonna.
So,
I-
of note, by the way, because it does say you know the specific location, it wasn't Theory himself. It was something in his backpack.
Oh,
Ghost
You brought
pirate.
the ghost down. You brought the ghost down here. Did you tell me that it's in his backpack?
yeah.
What do you have in your backpack, Theory?
Hold on a second. The hell do I have in my backpack that do this?
Is your pirate costume haunted?
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
It's my pirate cup. What? It's a pirate.
You are
costume.
going around with haunted
Go and
pants?
steal it off a skeleton or something, fellas. What the hell do you take me for?
A coward, apparently.
I'm gonna help.
Oh no! Is that
Yeah.
really it?
There you go. I just had to
All right,
remind you of something that we
well,
discussed a while
Is
back.
it? Is
I
it the?
pulled through. I
paper
pulled through my
plane?
bag, and
And it's the paper bird, isn't it?
And I
Feel free to describe what they see as you pull it out.
I pull out a very long,
Okay.
fleshy looking thing.
Okay.
Yeah. What? What?
Right.
And I kind of think of it like a okay. So I pull out a device that has a shrunken head at the bottom with its lips sewn shut and its eyes sewn shut.
It's like a
the-
fetish.
Sticking out of its forehead is a very long protrusion, to which at the very top is hair tied into a ponytail.
Would-
Coolie
can I make
coolie?
an Arcana check or something
You
to know what this
you
is?
can see that inside its mouth it is semi-bleeding, and that it is it has dried blood around its eyes and lips.
Is it supposed to have blood?
Paradin and Marty, or Paradin and Torin, go ahead and make religion checks for me.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Actually,
What-
sorry. Make Arcana checks. Sorry, not religion.
Sorry,
Excuse
guys.
me.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of you, it's odd. It's not an undead in the traditional sense. Whoever put this together, you're not sure if it was theory or if it was someone else, but this thing has been repurposed to make music when it's squeezed along the shaft that's tied. That's protruding from the head.
No. It's your automaton.
I'm so happy. You
Oh
have no
my
idea how happy I
God.
was when you
It's
finally
your-
used Divine Sense.
It's your
I'm so happy.
in-universe automaton. Oh
I
my
forgot it.
God.
I forgot it was undead.
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am.
You have a mute. No.
There it is.
You have an undead musical instrument?
So the story is long and the time is not now, which I should
I
be
should think
explaining.
not.
No, we have time tell story.
Yeah, you can hear,
Unfortunately, my
things crashing
fair
above
friend-
you. Like,
We will have plenty. That was
We
not
give
me, that
Ghost
was
time to
actually
tucker
the
itself out.
audio. What was that?
Well, we need to figure out a way. Sorry.
I said we have time for story. We'll give Ghost time to tucker itself out.
oh, so happy.
I'm not.
If we
I'm
stay
not
here and tell a
comfortable.
story, it's going to take way too long, and I can tell that it's going to keep you far more interested in running away with us, so you can find out the story if I don't tell you. So let's.
Oh, I'm
head
sorry.
on
Do
there.
you
know
have
that,
somewhere
though?
to be?
Yes,
Would you know
not
that?
in the direction of which a ghost can throw objects at me.
The door's closed.
Can I look around while
Easy
they're
solution.
arguing?
What are you trying to look for here?
I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what the room is. I've looked around while they were up there.
Okay.
What did I
so
see?
right now, while you're looking around, this seems like what looks like probably was a storage area for various different casks, and it's clearly a cellar for storing ale and ale, wine. There's a whole bunch of broken barrels, and some of which definitely smell like they've spoiled or turned to vinegar at this point.
Huh.
Oh, it was just a blip.
Did
I thought we instantly lost 7 viewers when the automaton started playing.
That would be
I mean,
brutal.
to be fair,
I would
I wouldn't necessarily blame them.
feel bad.
Did Thunder close the trapdoor?
I don't know. Did you close the trapdoor?
I don't think
Because if
anybody's
not,
closed
it's
the
still
trap
open,
door.
and there are bits
I-
of broken furniture coming in from time to time.
It's
I've,
probably
closed
closed. I said it was closed a minute ago. So
Okay,
in
okay.
character, it's probably closed.
I'm
I
I'm
missed
gonna
that
look for
probably during the
I'm gonna look for secret
It
passages.
was- I said the door was closed when I was arguing with Andrew, so that probably means I closed it.
I'm gonna look for secret passages. I want to see if there is any air movement down here.
Last time we found secret passage in basement led to
make an
tentacle
investigation
face.
check for me.
Yeah, the tentacle. It did. Let's see. Investigation coming up. Right there.
Okay. You are very thorough. You have a lot of time, and you're probably going to be down here for a while, considering you can still hear things crashing around upstairs. You check each wall very thoroughly, and when you finally reach the last wall, it's very clear that there is nothing here. No secret passages, no buttons, nothing out of the ordinary that you were not expecting.
Well, everybody, I don't think we're getting out of this any other way apart from that trapdoor up there. We need to get back up. Do you feel any? I'm gonna look at Torin. Do you feel any presence down here? Like, do you think the innkeeper's? Sorry, there's only one ghost up there. Do you think the innkeeper got buried or something down here?
The only presence I'm feeling is that you're feeling up all these walls. No, I'm not using a divine sense again. I only felt the one.
Okay. Yeah, we need to go back up.
Torin and Paradin. Paradin, you're doing this with advantage because it is related to undead. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
What?
No, geez. Okay.
I'm very bad.
That's bad.
Just straight intelligence, or did you say advantage?
Yeah, straight intelligence.
My intelligence is poor.
Woo. Oh, okay.
Torin isn't better.
All right, never mind.
Better than mine.
Never mind. I was seeing if your intuition kicked in, but apparently not.
No, really dumb. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go back up. We need to explore the rest of the house. I'm gonna push.
Reluctantly say okay.
I might need some healing before I go back upstairs.
Oh yeah, you probably do.
Yeah, let's commit to that actually. I'm gonna cast Silent Image out the door. And I'm gonna recreate the image of the elf shopkeeper.
Okay. It doesn't take long for a couple of chairs to fly not at, but nearby the image.
Nearby?
Yep. It doesn't seem like it's actively trying to harm it at this point.
Oh, so she gets warning shots.
At this point, how long do you actually stand and watch it?
I mean, I have time.
Okay.
This thing can last 10 minutes.
Eventually, one does fly through the image.
And
then it stops. You're not entirely sure why, but it stops. And then more get thrown around it. Or around the place. Not like with any specific flurry, like it's not happening constantly, it's just like occasionally something will be thrown. And then something else will be thrown. It's just like stuff's being thrown around the room haphazardly, essentially.
We're gonna need hammers and nails to fix this problem.
I don't think they were friends.
We're not friends, that's for sure. I saw stairs out back. Maybe we can get up to the top level. Top levels. Maybe it's not. There's no ghosts up there.
Alright, we'll scratch that. I'm putting on my mage armor then.
Okay.
Definitely been more than 8 hours since I cast it this morning.
Yep.
I don't like getting hit by things in ever. If I can avoid it. I think the only damage I've taken so far was from Paradin.
What did I do?
Beat my head against the wall.
Yeah, it's true.
So who's
Mage armor
first?
is really powerful. I can go first.
Not the Metal Man?
Metal Man?
All right. So do you go up?
I can go up, yeah.
Okay. So you head up.
And I'm gonna take this turn over here.
Okay. You can definitely hear things being thrown around. And
But it's safe in here?
Some are thrown in your vague direction. And you can see more writing in various different places, like closing time, last call, leave. You're getting
that's
bits
pretty unambiguous.
Yeah.
GTFO.
Is it safe? Is it safe over here though?
how long do you wait there to see if it's safe?
I don't know, because like I'm waiting for them all. Is this a window or is this a door?
That is a door.
Okay, so we can leave through here. And I'm gonna say, hey everybody, I found a way that's better than going through the main hall. We're not gonna get the chairs as much. Come here.
It doesn't take very long, by the way, Paradin. Once you say that, you see a plate and be thrown across the room.
Okay, disregard that. I'm gonna leg it. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna
So
go.
What are the rest of you doing? As Paradin just runs out the door.
Yeah.
And now you hear various pots and pans being thrown around and plates occasionally smashing.
We hear
As
him
the time
boast
ticks
that he's
by.
got a safe pass and him just book it.
Yeah.
He's a terrible ghost hunter.
Yeah,
ghosts.
I suggest we regroup outside.
I
Okay.
agree.
All right, let's go for it.
All right.
Right.
So you head up. And everybody else is going to be blind. I'm assuming the rest of you guys are heading up as well. So I'll drag you up
Yep.
to make things easier so you can all see things. And are you guys heading straight out?
I can
Yeah.
always see things.
Yes.
Okay. So heading straight out. There are more pots and pans and things being thrown around. One of which does get thrown at who's the last person out. That would be Theory, because he's the last one to drag his token. So,
Oops.
I need you to make a strength check for me, Theory.
It's weird that it's a strength check though.
Yeah, I know. That's what the book says.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Saving throw or just a regular check?
It is going to be a regular check.
Maybe he's
It
catching
better
it.
be, because I have proficiency with saving throw and I didn't
Damn.
roll. Nice.
Still get
Okay.
that +1.
In this case, however, the poltergeist still wins. So you feel what? It rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Look.
How heavy are you, out of curiosity?
I am 41 pounds.
Okay, so you feel a force pick you up and throw you out the door, and you tumble into Theory, or Torin rather, who luckily breaks your fall. You don't take any damage because he breaks your fall, but you are thrown across the room,
Wow.
over the the bar, and thrown out towards the door.
Yeah, I'd definitely say the man's a barkeep.
You have had this experience being thrown out the door.
Yeah, this is a very nostalgic feeling.
Are you okay?
I pat myself a little, turn around and see Thorn on the ground and offer him my hand. I'm all right. How about you, Thorn?
I'm fine. Thank you. And I take his hand to stand up.
A dragonborn takes the hand of a halfling.
Yeah.
to stand
I
up.
mean, you can still. I mean, you can.
I mean,
still
it's
lift
currently
yourself up a
lower than the
little bit.
halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I suppose.
that's still 4 feet. He's not currently.
That's
fair.
fair. So I saw. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Paradin, you said it was a poltergeist. Any idea what to do with it?
I don't know. I've never studied. Sorry, Effie.
Based on your check that you made earlier, you know that they can be destroyed, or sometimes on rare occasions they can be appeased. You're not sure if this
Okay.
one is going to be able to be appeased, or how difficult they are going to be to destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it is possible.
So I'm gonna say, I never studied anything related to undead. I know they can be destroyed. You can sometimes appease them, talk to them, but I don't know how. Maybe we can find a specialist or something. Yeah, I thought you would know. Do you know anybody in your temple or something?
It's possible, but generally undead aren't really matters of nature.
You mean one of these days we need to talk about your order, try to figure out what that is and all that. But that sounds fair. Any of you, I'm gonna look at Thunder, who's right next to me, and Ivor in theory. Do any of you have any idea who might be a priest, I suppose? I don't know.
No.
There's a giant church on the map.
Well, that's a start.
We should go to the giant church.
I'm not much one for the religion. No disrespect, just not a believer.
I'm gonna be impassive and not betray any of my thoughts regarding that.
What?
Betray? Who's a
How
betray?
can you not believe in the gods? They are
Whoa.
clearly part of our society and watching over us.
Oh, certainly. I do not doubt that. But I doubt is which god.
Several.
That is an option.
There's no contesting. Bahamut was a real being. His ways are the path forward.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it.
Thorin, the king is a real being. He still has no right to rule over anybody else. And just like the gods, they might exist very well, but who gives them the right to tell me what to do? Isn't that right, Theory?
If you say in theory, I swear to God.
He's gonna say it. No, he can't say it because
both
it's out
of you are coming from, and I must say that I am fortunately quite neutral to the situation.
You'll never.
I will never say neither of you are wrong, but I will certainly not agree with either of you either.
If you're a subject in somebody's kingdom, you can't be neutral to the king. You don't choose to be the subject.
You can be neutral to a lot of things, people being one of them.
Certainly not the gods. They'll screw you over no matter how you feel about them. Isn't that right, Thorin? And I'm going to look at Thorin.
This is willful ignorance. Willful ignorance.
Tell me there's no
Of
god there.
course. It is of course not a slight at you or your beliefs, which I will not say are wrong.
As you guys have been talking, by the way,
I will make hanging out here.
Yeah.
There is no longer any sounds of things being thrown around coming from inside. Since you guys have all left the building.
I'm gonna. I'm not gonna do anything actually. What I'm gonna do is go. I'm going to. I
will remind you that I said before there is an upper level. I have not showed you this upper level, but there it exists, and you can. I said before that. I don't know if you remember.
I'm going to do a ritual cast for Unseen Servant.
Okay. So an unseen servant, 10 minutes later.
10 minutes.
In that 10 minutes, I will go by myself up on these stairs. You can see them, Effie. I don't know if anybody follows me.
Oh, so you run in and you're trying to...
Oh, that goes in again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have to go into...
No.
Actually, let me... It does not
That's
say.
outside. Yeah, that's outside.
Are there side
I'll say for the purpose of this. Yeah, I'll say for the purpose of this, there are side stairs because it doesn't really say whether or not there is, but yeah, it does look like that. So,
yeah,
the door is boarded up.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to make a strength check to dismantle it?
Yes, you will need to do so.
Okay, with the crowbar.
Okay. Takes you a couple minutes and you can all hear the sound of wood boards being cracked off. But there is now a door. It seems to be in rough condition, but it seems usable.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where I am, by the way.
You are up.
Oh, I'm up there.
Yeah, you're up here now. Yep. Because that is the second floor.
Yeah. So my intention, I don't know what they're doing down below, so if you want to cut to them.
Okay. What are you guys doing down there as 10 minutes goes by? Are you guys are any of you following, or because you guys have a little bit of time before this finishes?
So is this just like a piece of patio right here? in front of the bar, or what?
So this
Right
is
here.
a patio, essentially. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
a little walkway area, and there are a couple of doors.
I'm just seated in contemplation.
Okay. Let's see. Your theory, you have control of this. I'm going to give it an aura of 0 and give it a audacious, ridiculous looking purple thing.
So neither Ivar nor Thunder do anything?
See.
I'm not going to follow you.
There,
I'm
you should now be able
officially
to see.
spooked from the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Paradin, you doing anything whilst this whole thing goes on?
Paradin?
Going inside?
Me?
Yes, you. Because nobody else is doing
Yes,
anything.
I wanted to go inside, and I wanted to go and my idea was to go and check the walls on the other side and try to, spot everybody from above.
Okay. The door is not locked, interestingly
Mhm.
enough.
I'll check for traps.
Seems like either it's been picked open before or it was just never locked. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As far as you can tell, there are no traps.
I open it.
Okay. You now have access to what looks like a common room.
No window.
No
On the other
window.
side.
There is one window that you can see here, but there is no window on the other side. There is just a blank wall. It seems like this place has definitely been in disrepair.
Mhm.
I really wish I had more to say, honestly. Unfortunately, it just does not have very many details. So there are just bits. There is a lot of dust in here.
Mhm.
Covered up furniture with cloths and things. Although, even if you examine underneath them, it seems like they're in disrepair. This place is not exactly in the best of condition.
This is interesting. This is a 4-story building.
Correct.
Is there a door over here?
There is indeed a door there.
Can I check if it is open? Or rather, first check for traps.
All right. Checking for traps. It is not trapped.
Okay, investigation nonetheless. And open the door.
Okay. Door is now open.
Oh, it
So
keeps going.
Obviously, you can see there is another door here.
Mhm.
And there is a staircase up. You can see in this hallway, there are a couple of pictures. What looks like paintings. Some of various different landscapes. A couple of trees. One, you do see a half-elf standing next to a bar, holding what looks like a beer mug.
Okay, I'm gonna use my staff and make noise. I'm like gonna bump it on the floor or on the whatever the floor of the story is, and I'm gonna make noise. My intention is to. Mm-hmm.
Your intention is to, I assume, try and spook whatever is in here.
Yeah.
Okay. You wait
Nothing
for a moment.
happens.
You're scratching, and you see a rat run out from one hole and into another.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs now, and I'm gonna. In my mind, I want to tell everybody that we might be able to get clues up here. So we need to figure that out with the timing, because I want to go downstairs, basically.
Right.
Okay. So is that 10 minutes?
Yeah. So at this point, you definitely have your unseen servant.
Perfect.
And I arrive, I suppose. Can I say?
At around the same time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's things upstairs, and the ghosts are not upstairs, as far as I can tell. And I think that's where the innkeeper lived. If we want to stay the night here, we probably should look into what is above. What say you?
Okay. Sounds
Let's
good.
explore. Let's explore up there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to lead the way,
So
because I know.
I'm going to go ahead and give you guys this now. As you guys are exploring the upper floors, because there does not seem to be any traps or anything. There are the occasional bit of nice piece of furniture. Usually they're covered, but there's a lot of dust everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you now. Because at this point, you do know that this is now effectively your new stronghold.
Oh.
This is the floor plan for the Trollskull, Manor, and Tavern.
Huh.
Ooh.
So many,
Attic bedroom.
so many floors.
Yes. There are a lot of floors.
What do we find of the previous owner? Or specifically, I figured everybody is going to be looking for it, but I was looking.
It definitely seems like stuff has probably been looted from what you can tell. There seems to be less dust in some places where there were probably small knickknacks and things. There are still occasional paintings that you can see. One or two more of the half elf, which looks, as far as you can tell, he seems to be alone, despite there being a very large building.
Yeah.
It's hard to say whether or not he inherited this place or whether he bought this place himself. It's really not very clear. But from what you can tell in the paintings, like clearly they're backdrops of what this place used to look like. This place was fairly well kept. And the tavern especially looks lively in the picture.
It has indoor plumbing. I don't know this. I'm not accustomed to this sort of luxury.
You mean you're not privy to privies?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's two of them. This is a 2-bathroom house. No, wait. There's a private bath. Holy crap! This thing is luxurious.
There's 2 private baths.
There's already there's also a turret peak. That's amazing.
Yes,
I mean,
there
yeah.
is.
Are you going to use that as a restroom?
So
dear Lord,
Just
please
squat
don't.
off the side?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Probably wouldn't make it any worse
Yes,
than
by
it is
all
already.
means, shit on the top of your house, why don't you? Jesus Christ.
To assert dominance.
So we can't find any name.
You
so we have the name already.
You
Elif.
guys did get a name.
Yeah, Elif.
Yes.
But no origin, no other clue.
Nothing else that stands out.
Okay.
You know that he owned the place previously before Volo bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And he clearly ran the tavern that is now in disrepair down below.
Do you guys think that Volo is still at the awning portal if we go there?
It's so far away.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
might
it
be a
is
little bit
at
of
this
an
point-
inconvenience for us.
It is at this point pretty dark. Like it is now late evening.
I didn't mean go there. I meant, yeah. I figured that maybe Volo would know something more about this Lif person. Like, who might have? I don't know. Why is there a poltergeist? Clearly, he didn't die good.
Volo said that it was haunted and he wasn't very forthcoming with anything else.
Volo isn't very forthcoming with anything.
I mean, we did just get a random haunted mansion as a reward, so yeah.
That we did.
See. Well,
Really, half of our mission is figuring out what he didn't tell us.
the hard part here might be what would appease a spirit that owns a tavern. Do we need to get him some booze so he can serve it? Do we need to get him patrons so he can serve them? Or do they need to be familiar faces?
Yeah, could be
Theory.
anything.
Make an intelligence check, since you brought
Alright.
that up. Let's see if your intuition kicks in here.
Do we need to arrive at normal operating hours?
Nope.
It could be, yeah.
I guess this is normal hours for a
Yeah, that's
for
true.
a bar.
It is evening though. Like it
I mean,
makes sense. It makes sense that the games books would say that if it is in the evening, it starts attacking. and like I'm just metagaming here right now, but like
Oh, they're typing.
I don't know.
Such
They are.
mysterious secrets might be shared.
the intelligence check. Effie writes, "Your character is not as intelligent as he thinks he is."
I'm not saying. I will say I'm not saying which of those things that you suggested is going to be a possibility that it could work.
Yeah, I figured as much. All right. Well, I feel like I'm on the right track here. One of those trains of thoughts would probably be somewhere on the nail.
I'm also going to go ahead and, while I'm thinking about it, turn on global illumination for you guys. So
it appears that we need to go get some booze.
Well, you know what? How many lists did I just list off? Let's see. Either need some patrons, need some booze, or that's it. So how
you also
about...
did say familiar faces as well.
Oh, and familiar faces. So let's do this. Does somebody want to run? I see. Actually, we don't know. We were there, but we didn't check. I was gonna say we could check if seeing anything in the wine cellar, since we were just down there.
That place was very investigated.
It was quite investigated.
Yeah.
All the wine had turned bad.
Specifically for secret passages, though. Like, maybe there's something else. Although I doubt it.
If you search that thoroughly for secret passages, I think you're probably aware whether there's alcohol or not.
Why don't we just check?
Was wine down there?
No, I don't think so. Everything is vinegar now. I don't think we're gonna find any wine in here.
Well, let's do this. We can go out and we can try to find a familiar face, some alcohol, and
I could become familiar face.
I mean, we could try as being seated at the bar and see if the poltergeist wants to serve us.
Okay, you're first
didn't
on,
he just
man.
start throwing chairs the moment we walked in?
I'm not going in there again.
Didn't it happen
Not until I have a clue.
Didn't it happen when Paradin went after, like, behind the bar?
Yeah. I mean, we weren't sat down.
Then let's go ahead and give that a spin. I mean, worst case, we dive out.
I thought you were just gonna say die.
No, I said dive. I'm gonna go ahead and have Unseen Servant hold the door open.
Okay.
As we go in, calmly with...
I don't go in.
I follow theory.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna watch.
So me and Torrin go in. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a performance to pretend as if I'm a patron.
Okay.
That is a +8 on performance. My God, how are your buffs?
That's a lot.
I'm a bard of many talents.
I think he might have expertise.
Okay.
Even though he didn't know what it was.
Let's see if...
It's a proficiency bonus and then some other stuff for sure.
I mean, I am wearing a pimp outfit, so...
You are indeed wearing a pimp outfit. Very awesome.
Which gives you a performance bonus.
Performance checks, I don't know what does.
Because that's the bonus I have on my skill check that has...
All right.
That has expertise.
So how exactly do you act like a patron? What do you do?
You could just not act like a patron. You just actually patron the bar.
Well...
Unironically.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, is basically I go through the motions of being a patron, like, you know, talking with my companion, walking up to the bar, greeting the barkeep, asking for a specific, you know, like asking for two of his finest.
Okay.
And
so,
I let him do all the work.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would assume.
Nice to see you again, Leaf. Give me another of the usual on my tab.
All right. So, do you sit at the bar essentially?
Yes, we sit at the bar stools. So whichever we try to find two bar stools that are next to each other and have not been tossed.
Okay. So, interestingly enough, nothing's thrown at you yet, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
And you do hear rustling sounds coming from off to your right.
Okay.
Can I hear these rustling sounds to be on lookout if they're animals?
Yes, you can certainly make a perception check for me.
Mm-hmm. And here it goes.
We're supposed to be in at the bar at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we need to put.
I know I'm not there, but like,
Torrin, if you're going in as well, I need you to make a performance check as well. However,
okay.
Based on the fact that you're basically being able to see theory, I will say he will. Since you can have advantage on the roll, since you are effectively copying what he's doing.
I will enter with solidarity.
You do a better job than he does.
He improves it with a flair.
He's not being disingenuous. He is really going in here for the.
Are you doing? Sorry. Are you doing the same thing, Thunder?
I would like to get shit-faced, yes.
All right. Well, okay. All right. So, it takes a little while, but interestingly enough, you eventually see 3 cups float out and land in front of you.
And then there's just like a mug floating in the air with like a fucking towel wiping the inside, like a stereotypic bar.
I love it.
Unfortunately for the 3 of you, that's not ale, or that doesn't smell like ale anymore. It might have been ale at one point, or wine, or whatever it is. It's definitely vinegar.
Okay.
Or it has gone sour. Absolutely gone sour.
And yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yes, very yum, very good.
This would be a deception check, not a performance
Oh,
check.
even better.
If you're actually drinking it, then it is a deception check. Okay.
Oh, I'm not drinking it. I'm pretending to drink it and like it.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely.
So both? I don't know.
So it's deception, probably.
A sleight
that
of
would be
Trying to
Sleight of-
deceive him.
Yeah, that would be deception and
it's a
sleight of hand.
it's a sleight of decept performance.
Sleight of deception. Okay. And I'll average them together. Let's see if I'll give him 2 attempts for insight here. Insight perception.
Oh God.
If only
So
one of
this
us was like a
ghost
druid
can't-
or something that could
Okay.
purify drinks.
Okay.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, if we could actually make them good drinks with magic.
I might be able to do something like that. No,
So,
I can't. It's not with magic, no.
There's a moment where Thunder,
Yes.
you are drinking, and suddenly the mug is picked up. You take 1 point of damage as the mug is thrown in your face.
I don't even get an AC check.
Nope.
Wow.
It's not a
First
combat.
off, you weren't expecting it. Second off, it is not against AC. It is against an opposing roll, which technically I would have given you. However, you were effectively trying to play this off, and you weren't really expecting it to be thrown at you.
Yeah, but I have magic armor.
I understand that.
Is that glass made of magic?
You know what? Actually, let me check something here real quick.
But armor is for armor class, which isn't damage resistance.
No, it's not a force effect. Okay. If
Damage
it was a
resistance
force
is very-
effect, I would consider it, but it is bludgeoning damage, so.
Ah.
Funny
I look
joke.
at the vinegar beverage. Barkeep, not to be rude, but do you have anything a little bit more fresh?
Oh no.
Mug to the face. Mug to the face.
There is a moment on the table in front of you in the dust, you see writing. No.
Do you need help sourcing some?
There is a response. Yes.
Wait a minute. Are we gonna get a ghost bartender to serve beer and ale underneath our base?
That sounds like a
we
good
needed to
idea
go
to
get
me.
booze, and they did what they did would listen. Okay.
This is a great idea. You don't have to pay him.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you guys. I think
it's
you guys
perfect
have
security.
figured this
Perfect
out. Yeah?
security.
You
I mean, it's
know,
flawless. Who's gonna come in and like rob our place? A priest? No, you're gonna get upset.
Thierry, do you have any contacts or did you get any information from Jimmy that we might be able to stock this place up?
You know, now let's just say that out loud. That sounds like a damn good idea. How about we do that? How about we go and talk to our friend, I gesture towards the barkeep, and see if about getting this place stocked full of wine.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Gesture?
Gesture.
No, gesture is what clowns are.
I'm half tempted to have something fall on you right now. For that one.
Well, I didn't say gesture out loud to the barkeep. Like,
Wait till we get to a temple and Andrew tries to start reading the ruins on the wall.
I can.
Y'all need geezes.
You laugh at me. I have
Y'all
comprehend
need
languages,
geezes.
fool. I can do that.
No, it's the fact that you call them ruins instead of runes.
Yeah, the ruins.
Oh,
Yep, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
I can't tell
There
the
it
difference.
is.
Yeah, like rune stones.
Ruin stones.
Oh, there's a little bit of
He keeps saying ruin stones. It's rune. Rune.
there's a hint of it.
What?
Yeah, it's
I'm saying ruins.
You're saying ruin.
He'll never be cured. It's too
No,
late.
I'm not. That's ruin.
It's
yeah,
too
he's
late.
saying rune.
It sounded like you were saying ruin.
It's
No,
never
saying
come-
ruins.
Yeah.
He can't
That's
be
what they
cured. It's too
are. What the
late.
fuck?
His neural pathways for speech already developed like 10 years ago. They're concrete. It's over.
What are you?
It's over.
He'll never
They're
never be able to hear what he's
Listen.
doing wrong. It's gone forever.
I can barely tell the difference, to be honest, but yeah.
His linguistics
so-
have already matured and solidified. We're stuck with them.
So like Knacklier.
What exactly is your plan here?
Knacklier missiles.
Well, how late is it right now?
It's late evening. You guys are starting to get tired.
I asked the barkeep if he has any accommodations available that we could take care of this in the morning.
Yes, I would prefer that as well.
There is a moment, and there is no response.
Well,
Maybe-
I'm gonna
maybe
shout
this
from
isn't-
out.
This might not be an inn.
I'm gonna shout from the outside. See you tomorrow, Mr. Ghost. You bastard. And I'm gonna go back upstairs.
Oh.
He doesn't hear the you bastard.
You don't know that.
Are you sure about that one?
You don't
I
know
don't know.
that.
He's a
too.
ghost. It's not like he's hard of hearing. He just.
Oh no.
That's a good point, actually.
Make a strength check for me.
Me? I'm outside. I was outside.
Nope, you said you were leaving. You were leaving.
No, I was shouting from the outside of the window.
Yeah, make a strength check. Okay.
That's not great.
Why do you say?
There's a
he-
chair flung through the open door towards you, and you take
Okay.
3 points of bludgeoning damage from it.
I'm gonna go sleep.
You're
sleep for the
pissing
night.
off an angry ghost. Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
I must stay true to my character. I can't not insult an.
Clearly understand you.
I can't not insult an undead creature. That's like antithetical to my
I mean,
being.
technically, it's just a ghost. It's not like a zombie.
It's awful. It's terrible. The worst thing. I hate it.
We saw like
That was the worst
we actually
thing.
saw an actual monster earlier today.
We literally saw an unspeakable beast, and you think a ghost is a problem.
Andrew.
That was today.
Yes, Andrew. There's nothing worse than undead. And
I think
Andrew.
there is.
Oh,
I
sorry.
think the thing with
Theory.
the tentacles for a face, probably bad.
That thing at least is a work of nature. Undead.
Are
Undead
you
not.
sure about that?
Isn't
you
the
sure it's a
ghost a
work
work of nature?
What-
Isn't it just
what-
wind?
What
It's
makes
undead.
what makes it more naturey than ghosts?
It's
Also,
anti-life.
humans are nature, and rotting is nature. So technically, they're the purest
No,
form of nature. They are
that's not how
dead,
it-
rotting nature.
That's not how it works with the magic. It's not. You know that, right? It's like if you cast heal
With their
wounds or
magic
whatever.
undead?
No, like in the setting, like undead are anti-nature, right?
What does that even mean?
Like, let's see.
Wouldn't that just be an affinity of magic type?
I don't think so. I might be wrong on that. But basically, my character hates undead, and it's tied to his beliefs about. yeah. That's tied to his beliefs about how nature is like the foundation of our place in the world, basically. But this is out of
Okay.
character. I'm talking out of character.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
There we go.
But
I see
like, if
you're-
you wanted to have that conversation, we can have that conversation. But like, this is out of character.
So then he went upstairs. So we have no accommodations here. Is that what we're taking?
At least not that he's told us.
There is nothing stopping you guys from sleeping in the rooms upstairs. It's just going to be dusty and probably nasty in there.
And there's friends going around.
I asked the barkeep if he has a broom we can borrow.
There is no response.
Yeah, they're gonna have to clean the house in the middle
I
of the
put a
night.
silver coin on the counter.
There is still no response.
No, I gesture at my drink.
See?
The
Runes.
drink is lifted, brought out, or brought away, and there's one brought to replace it.
Okay.
Oh no.
It seems like this guy, he was clearly very devoted to this place. Even in death, he seems to be very willing to serve the patrons here.
Excellent. But he doesn't want to take my money.
Oh, the silver is gone.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
It was brought along with the drink. It's gone.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty then. Interesting. This is a.
In the meantime, I'm gonna take accommodations in the master bedroom, Effie. And I'm gonna put the my sleeping bag on top of the bed, if I can do that, and sleep there.
Easy enough.
Okay.
How many spiders crawl in his mouth?
I am going.
We need to roll for that.
I need all the spiders next to me. I must have.
I mean, he's got all his rats that are going to protect him.
You
right?
take 1d8 spiders.
Pardon me while I pull up the spider sheet and just see that it does 1 point of damage plus like poison damage.
Not damage. They're friends. They don't attack me.
Right.
Protein.
Yeah.
It's a dice where every side is bad. The spider dice.
Yeah, no, spiders actually are pretty nasty creatures.
They're not. Oh, in D&D. Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's like
Yeah, no,
spider. That's like spider monsters.
Let's see here. Spider bite. Melee weapon attack plus 4 to hit. Reach 5. One creature. 1d1 piercing damage plus 1d4 poison damage. Must succeed on a DC 9 con save throw or take poison damage. Or take the poison damage. Yeah. So,
And they can be
That
tiny
seems
as well.
unnecessary.
Yeah, but that's probably a
A
spider.
tiny-
That's probably like a spider monster,
tiny-
not like random house spiders.
Oh
no,
yeah,
that's a tiny house spider.
Is
That's a
it?
CR creature. That's
That
a tiny
seems
spider.
unlikely.
That's a regular spider.
Holy crap.
That
Yep.
could have
It
one-shot
could do
some of us
5
when we made our
points- It could do
characters.
5 points of damage. Yeah,
Please nerf.
that is a regular spider.
Died of
I mean, we could
spider
also
bite.
just have better starting stats.
How did we not die from like stubbing our toes when we made our characters?
You know, I don't
None
know.
of us stubbed our toes.
I'm surprised
You
it was
could.
even necessary to stab Batbeard in the neck.
Well, it was.
Can you
because it got a
imagine if
natural 20.
A particularly strong insult probably could have done him in.
Can you imagine if Effie was like, I don't know, we go downstairs to have some breakfast, and he says, roll dexterity, you stub your toe, you die.
I mean, to be
That's,
fair,
I mean, that is what Disco Elysium
That
is.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
literally what happened a couple of episodes ago, if you recall. When
I
you
mean-
brought him up the stairs and he smacked his
Yeah.
head against the wall.
I
was
literally
performed,
managed to die in
right?
the first 5 minutes of Disco Elysium, where you wake up in a bedroom.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You tried to reach for your cravat, and you
If you're
die.
sufficiently fragile.
Yeah, I did that too.
Regardless, going back to this, because we got sidetracked real quick.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
What are the rest of you three doing?
I feel like we should try to go upstairs. Clearly, Paradin has just booked it off to somewhere.
I fled because of that.
He's afraid of ghosts.
Yeah.
He hates ghosts.
I ain't
Okay.
scared of no ghost.
No, he's very afraid of that
gonna-
ghost.
I'm gonna try to see where he went. I thank the barkeep and head for the door.
I follow.
Okay.
Never
Goodbye,
gonna find
funny
him.
man.
Nothing is thrown at you as you leave.
Now where
You
the
don't
heck
take
did
3.
Paradin go?
You're never gonna find me.
You do recall hearing boards breaking on the northern side of the house.
Outside the
Or
house,
the
I just
manor,
start
rather.
shaking the glass off.
What?
Get hit in the face by a glass.
It was a wooden it's a wooden mug.
Oh.
I called it a glass colloquially because that's kind of what it is.
Well,
It's a wooden mug.
We're gonna assume the glasses are made of glass.
Wait, where'd Ivar go?
Like in a bar.
I'm
I'm
upstairs.
in bed.
Okay, I gestured to Thunder and Theory. There's a staircase on the north side.
I am now gesture.
Yeah.
I am now sleeping.
So there is.
Basically.
I'm inside my
Boop, boop, boop,
roll
boop,
out
boop, 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 boop.
sleeping bag.
Insert
And I'm
Mario
sideways as well.
go down pipe sound. Broop, broop, broop.
There. Yep. Sorry, and as you
Oh, it's on the same map over here.
Oh yeah, it's all in the same map.
It's all on the same map. It's just I'm literally dragging you guys around because yeah.
It's a complicated house.
It is. It is a very complicated house. You guys should have the floor plan in front of you.
Yeah.
We didn't lose
That's
it.
pretty much literally how it looks on my end too. So that should give you an idea.
I was admiring the 3D printed model that someone came up with.
For this place?
You can remove the floors and they're all playable.
Oh, that's awesome.
People are
Wow,
dedicated.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
3D printing is.
Yeah,
nice for this.
a lot of places do stuff like that, and they're fantastic for sure.
Does the den seem safe enough?
Yeah, couple of rats squeaking by, but other than that, a lot of dusty furniture covered in sheets. Some in
Were
disrepair,
Go
some-
upstairs.
Yes, you can.
Are those damaged boards or the boards that were used to board up the door still laying around on the staircase?
Yes. They
gonna-
are not damaged, but they definitely have been torn from the wall.
I'm gonna collect them up and take them into the den and take a look
Okay.
at this hearth chimney and see if it looks all clogged up or not.
Okay.
You're gonna light a fire?
It does not look like it is clogged.
All right. Why not?
Why? Yeah, why not? There's no rule.
Eh? So,
Yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna get cold, so.
Yep. So I use my tinder box and that leftover wood and see if I can get a fire going in the den.
Okay. It takes you a little while, but you do eventually get a nice cozy fire going.
Excellent.
Of note, I do believe those two rooms do share a fireplace.
Even better. And then I'll set up my bedroll over here.
Oh yeah, I know. I see where you are.
So,
I think I just saw Theory going down.
It almost looks like we
going
might be able to
around
look
downstairs.
right up into the turret from the central room or something. I mean, not central room, the den. There's like a continuity of like the circular room shapes from floor to floor.
Yeah, you probably can get
it's-
in through the second floor or third floor.
I want
It is
to check out
absolutely
the
very-
bathroom.
Okay. It smells like somebody died in here, or rather, it smells awful
Hmm.
in the bathroom.
Dang.
Somebody has not cleaned this place out. There's a lot of rat droppings, and there's just it's disgusting.
Great.
Wait, did you say the bedroom or the bathroom?
Bathroom.
Okay, so
This is a spare bedroom, but
yeah, the privy's on the third floor.
yeah. Sorry, bring me to the third floor so I can go check out the bathroom.
Boop.
Perfect.
These previes wouldn't work.
Of which
The one-
I will go ahead and open up all the doors for you guys as well here, make things easier.
I think everything is open already. I could
Yeah,
I could
everything's
travel around.
Well, light doesn't pass through these barriers, so.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, wait, close the door in my bedroom. What's this?
Quite a property you found yourself with, Torin. Something to be truly jealous of.
I mean, the door is technically closed. I'm just moving it so the light passes through
I know. I'm
for you
kidding.
guys to make things easier.
We could do a lot of good with a place like this.
Could do
Like
a lot-
force your gods on other people out of character.
catch lung disease.
There's a DM out there opening doors.
Also preparing the next encounter because I'm thinking we're not gonna sleep through the night.
That's
Easily.
hard to say.
It's easy to say that but we're not gonna do that. You're preparing things.
No,
He says, preparing things.
I do say.
I'm going to
Yes.
take out my bedroll
Okay.
and just throw it down in these 2 squares right here. Well, I guess 1 square because I'm only 4 feet.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you do take up very little space.
Kids going around the house.
So, do you guys all bunk down for the night?
Mm-hmm.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Thunder, did you wanna keep an eye out for part of the night? Wake me up in a bit.
Stand guard on balcony.
Keep in mind, for a long rest, you guys do need 6 hours of sleep minimum, and 2 hours of your light. 2 hours after that can be spent during light activity, so 8 hours total.
Well, there's only
watch
3
for
of
2
us in
hours.
here. I don't know where the other 2 went, so I guess we'll have 3 of 4 watches covered.
Well, Ivar's in the common room,
Oh, okay.
so it would be easy enough to go wake him up and
Sounds good.
keep watch.
I breathe deeply on the balcony, freed of the horrible inside air.
Jeez.
Yeah, it does not smell great inside. It's musty and it smells like rat droppings, but yeah. So you
It'll be
guys all
fine.
bunk down for the night. So
Yep.
who's taking first watch then?
Sounds like thunder.
Yeah, Keith.
Right. Thunder, go ahead and roll a check for me here. Also, I just realized, you cast a first level spell, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you want to regain your ability and roll a wild magic check? I forgot to ask you.
Not particularly.
Okay. Figured I'd ask.
We're about to sleep.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
And the sun
As you
explodes.
take first watch.
We're all going
Somebody-
to die down here.
Okay. You're very distracted by the sounds of rats squeaking. And it's really hard to get any further or anything further from that. Here's the occasional person that walks by down on the street below you. But nothing else catches your interest. As you come to the end of your watch and wake up.
Me.
Okay. So at this point, Torin, go ahead and make a perception check for your watch.
Perception.
You're listening intently. You see some rats scurry by. You hear the occasional thump from the boards creaking. The wind. The occasional horse coming by. Nothing of interest as your 2 hours comes to an end.
Excellent.
And you wake up.
Wake up theory.
All right. I'm awake.
All right. Theory. Make your roll, if you will.
Perception. There you go. Boop, boop. Oh, no.
Okay. Pretty much more of the same. Occasional wooden creak coming from the house. A rat scurrying by. People walking outside. Nothing eventful.
Coo. I guess I will go wake up Fatbeards or Ivan.
Ivar.
Sorry. It doesn't show your name at the bottom. You and Marty still just say your usernames.
What's this? It's my watch.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just taking a minor watch. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. I guess I'll come into this room with you.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a perception check. Okay. There is a moment where you are startled by a rat. As it kind of crawls up next to you. But other than that, nothing really seems to happen. So you guys all come to consciousness. I think we should probably end it here because poor Colonel RPG is currently what time is it over there, Colonel RPG? It's like 6 o'clock in the morning?
It's almost
Really?
6. I will say that at this time, as I woke up, I came over here and I arrived at where you all sleeping in the same room. And I'm gonna say, oh, so this is where you all slept.
We had a fire. It was quite cozy.
I noticed. Good on you. And I'm gonna go out.
So,
And he was never seen again.
so because of everybody's time schedule, we're going to call it here. However, once you get back, you guys have free reign, essentially, to wander around the city for now until either we start the next session with the new chapter or possibly other things. Who knows? It's hard to say what'll happen from here, but I guess we'll find out next week.
Excellent. Thanks for DMing.
Of course.
Yeah.
As always, I'm having just as much fun as you guys.
Well,
I just have to sit back and listen to you guys half the time because, let's be real here, you guys write all this stuff for yourselves, and I don't have to do anything half the time.
Yay.
So.
Also, you're not taking the stools to the face, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that is very
That
true.
is nice.
That is very true.
He just gets to assault us.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. And we will definitely see you next week. Hopefully at the regular time, Saturday, 3 p.m.
Next week, we
PST.
begin the journey, the quest for finding a cleaning service.
And
will be
booze. Must not forget about the booze.
Yep, we've got to get some fresh booze.
Fresh booze.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's
You're
interesting.
not wrong.
I think it'll be worth it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Having a ghost barkeep will be amazing.
Paradigm's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
hate it.
Well, if it becomes a proper tavern, you have an income source.
Yeah.
It would be
I
a
mean-
novelty. It would be a novelty on top of a tavern.
That's kind of
If
that might be somewhat tough to tell.
It could just be the gimmick.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know how receptive the community is to undead.
Look, the place has
You
a
just-
general past perception of being haunted. What if the gimmick was come
Yeah.
to the haunted tavern, enjoy
Exactly.
a drink with a
Give it-
ghostly barkeep?
Give it a thematic
Yeah.
name, clean the whole
Also-
place up, then put up fake spider webs.
Keep in mind,
we can
too,
leave
like
the ones
haunted
that-
mansion at Disneyland where they kind of like vacuum it all up at night. It looks really nice, and they kind of just go like spit on it. Yeah, that's good. Now there you go, and just like walk out.
Yeah.
good
That,
cleanup
I
is
mean,
just
that sounds good.
keep in mind too, by the way, it's not like there aren't spells, for example, that allow you to do the exact same thing, i.e., I don't know, your bard. He has Unseen Servant.
I mean,
That's
true.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have an unseen servant serving people.
Right, but they don't know that.
And I've got
This is
mage hand. Ooh, spooky ghost.
I hate everything. Paladin does.
Don't forget to tip the ghost or he throw a chair at your face.
That is definitely a downside.
It's an upside. It's an
honestly,
upside. We're gonna get tips for days.
It'd be kind of funny the first time someone goes like, "Oh, I guess I don't have to pay. Fine, there's no one here."
Nothing
And they just,
encourages
like, get
tips like
clocked.
fear.
They just get clocked by something. Yeah. Would be pretty
Yeah.
amusing.
Like, sorry guards, we can't control him, and if patrons don't pay, he's gonna throw a chair.
He's gonna throw a chair. I love the way
you
you
act
say
as
it.
if like the guards probably wouldn't be drinking at this place because the ghost won't tell on them. Like, like the ghost is the best person who won't rat out a guard for being bad guards. It's perfect.
Guards don't visit taverns.
Absolute. What?
No,
They
of
already
course,
are.
guards never are seen in taverns. No, not at all.
I like taverns then. My character likes taverns. Guards are the
I
worst.
think he got the sarcasm.
Guards are just.
They're the worst.
They're
We'll call the tavern the
Chronic.
silent barkeep.
Yeah. Let me put it to you this way: if you can get a guard boozed up, especially if you're friendly to them when they're boozed up, you probably could get a guard to overlook some stuff if you absolutely needed to.
If you roll the correct dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's D&D. It's quite literally a game where anything can happen, as we have all seen with a couple of events that you guys have had. Like, I don't know, the chest rubbing incident. Let's call it
Chest rubbing. It was a. It wasn't. It was. Okay.
Oh, that was such a sensual moment.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.